upon Gandhiji from three dimensions.
I see.
This is again Gandhiji.
Friends and fellow devotees of the Lord, it is such a joy to be in your midst this morning. My first word is namaskar to every one of you. My second word is a word of gratitude. I feel grateful to Colonel K.C. Mishra, the Postmaster General, and to Shri R.K. Jay, Director of Postal Services. I feel grateful to them for having called me here and given me an opportunity of associating myself with a function which I value highly. The General Post Office and the Sadhu Vaswani mission have been neighbors for over half a century. I have come to regard the General Post Office as our elder brother. And it gives me great joy to participate in this beautiful function. You know the purpose for which we have met together here. There are people who cannot, for some reason or the other, go to their General Post Office. There are senior citizens, there are housewives, there are handicapped people. They cannot go to the General Post Office, though they wish to do so. Now the General Post Office is coming to their door. This is the great thing which our General Postmaster is doing starting from today. And it gives me great pleasure to be a part of this scheme. It is said that if Muhammad cannot go to the mountain must go to the Muhammad. And you are taking the mountain to Muhammad from today. I only wished that I were in a position to take active part in this movement, because life is given us to be of service to those that are in need. That is the essential purpose of life, which we have forgotten. We are doing so many things. We are making money, we are building houses, we are building institutions, we are doing so many things, but we have forgotten the essential purpose of life. The essential purpose of life is service. It has been rightly said that service is the rent that we have to pay. Each one of us has to pay for the space that we occupy on this planet. And there are many rules of service. I do not have the time today to speak to you concerning those rules. But the very first rule is that we must serve silently. Today there is so much of noise in our service. We do a little service. Then after spending a sleepless night, we get up in the morning and turn over the pages of the newspaper to see if our service has been mentioned. This is not service. This is the very death of service. I often, and not very often, but sometimes I shed tears and when I find the things after which people are running. They want fame, they want name, they want glory, they want greatness. The strength of the nation is not there. The strength of the nation is in those people who work silently. And the General Postmaster is working in such a silent way. This van will go and stop at different places. in the city, so that the people who cannot come to the post office can take advantage. I do not know what are the facilities which this van will give to the people.
Every facility is there. Any post office having all facilities are in this.
The banking facilities.
Everything is there. Everything is there.
I wanted to know because I wanted to be the first customer.
Yes.
I want to open an account with a van.
Yeah. Once you. Yeah.
I'm a very poor man, so I'm starting the account with a very small amount. This is 500 rupees. You will find 5,000 rupees. You will carry out in the. Let me be the first.
Jaldi se.
Not only to flag off, the bags, but the first customer who takes use of the land.
This blessing I needed very desperately.
As I said, this is the very first law of service. Serve silently. There are other laws too. I shall not refer to them today, but one of the laws of true service is you must serve lovingly. I believe that the person who is in charge of this van will meet the people in a spirit of love.
Abhi turant.
To serve is to identify oneself with those whom we serve. I recall the story of a British, I think it was a British woman, English woman, who went to the backwoods of Africa to do service to the people there. She took a whole basket of toys and sweets and other things. She wanted to distribute them among the children there. But somehow or the other, though the children felt tempted to come to this woman and get the things that she had brought, but somehow or the other they could not draw near to her. Then she realized that perhaps it was the color of the skin that did not permit them to come close to her. So the next day she painted her face black. She became one with the Negroes. And she took the same basket, and now the people came, the children came running, "Auntie, I want this, auntie, I want that, auntie, I want this." It is the sense of identification that we must have with those whom we wish to serve. I will not keep you longer. What have I to do? I have to flag off.
Yeah. We have to go to the vehicle.
We'll go to the vehicle.
Yeah.
We'll go to the vehicle. First we will have a prayer song, and then we will flag off. I wish I was a driver driving the van and taking it to the helicopters. It would have been such a wonderful thing. I know driving. I have a license of over 40 years, but now I'm not in a position to drive, so I will only flag off.
Dada, you're driving everybody's lives, Dada.
I thank you all once again for the patient hearing that you have given me. I bow down in reverence and pray to the Lord that this may be the beginning of a series of such vans.
Yes.
You will be happy to hear that we have 2 such vans. They visit the villages every day, but they are fully equipped. They are taken by the doctors to the villagers, because the villagers cannot come to the hospitals. We have 4 hospitals here, but many of the villagers who would wish to take advantage of the hospitals are unable to come to the hospitals. So the vans go to the villages and serve them as best as they can. I thank you once again.
सामने रखो.
दादाजी ओम लिख रहे हैं. पानी डाल के आते हैं.
नहीं है, ठीक है, बस डाल दे.
गणपति.
स्वास्तिक.
ए दादा खाली बस ना.
खाली आहे ना.
लोक येते माझ्या याच्यात.
बरं.
काढून टाक, काढून टाक.
इसके पास है.
हाँ हाँ पायावर बसणार. पायावर
मैडम मैडम
थोड़े पीछे.
मैडम पीछे आइए. एक मिनट.
पीछे.
थोड़ा सा कैमरा मांगे. कैमरा तो थैंक यू दादाजी.
थैंक यू दादा. ये पासबुक.
Somebody is asking if you want to post a letter to God, will it go with this?
Yes. With the blessing of Dadaji will go.